Hello, hello, hello. Let me just get the chat up and check this camera position here. Testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. That's good. Okay. How are we doing, folks? Happy Halloween 2024. I may have put 2025 somewhere. I'm almost a year ahead sometimes. Dragon Shadow, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. David, how you doing? Oh my word, David. I loved the picture of you in front of a cornfield. Boo! Hey Mark, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Yes, the spooky season. We haven't had that many trick-or-treaters this year. It's kind of disappointing. I quite like all that stuff. It's fun. Hi Mike, how you doing? I don't know. I like Halloween for lots of reasons. Dragon Shadow, doing well. Hope you are too on this spooky night. Got my books and cards, etc. They are awesome. Thank you, Dragon Shadow. David, hey Toby, everybody, how you doing, David? Good to see you. Robert, hello, my friend. Yeah, I kind of. I can understand people who don't like what Halloween is perceived to be. Kind of tacky in a way. Happy Halloween, Cody. How you doing? Good to see you. But for me, it's more than that. It's about a kind of law within society. It's about ghosts. It's about celebrating death in a way and life, and looking at the stories around horror. It's a cultural thing. I find. I think it's just it's just kind of fun. It taps into things like heavy metal. Not that I'm into that, but scary movies, all that sort of thing. And it's not just about sweets and trick-or-treating. It's a lot more for me personally. The creatures of the night, such sweet music they make. Indeed they do. Now, where are you quoting that from, Mark? Is that the Vampire Diaries, or what is that from? What is that from? So I am going to be playing Creatures of the Corn, and I printed it out here. This is the version 1. There is a 1.01 which just updates a couple of tables with the MBAT1 replaced with a 2. I've written it in here so we know it's from Dracula. Okay. Of course it is. Of course. And so I've updated that. Some of you I know have printed it out with that error in, and I do apologise, but I was in a kind of hurry to update one of the tables, and I forgot to check the other tables for this table reference. Just too many things to remember. There's so many things to miss. This is a cool expansion. The map was awesome looking. Yes, David, this map is you're referring to. David in chat, David Day in chat here, did this very quickly for me, and it looks fantastic. Raymond, good to see you. Evening, spent my Sunday in a corn maze instead of play testing. It was a tough trade-off to make. Yeah, that's a lovely map by David. He's actually very talented when it comes to drawing. So the haunted house maps that he did that appeared in the Omnibus expansion are fantastic. the floorboard details, just eye-popping. I can show you those here. Look at those. Nice. They come out really nicely in there. Thanks. There's a few things hiding in the corner. If you look at them, yes, I spotted a couple. I'm going to point out one I thought was cute, but I'm not going to point out the others for spoilers. There's a pumpkin there, look. Kirill, good to see you, my friend. Great to catch a stream from work. Nice. Good evening. Yeah, so we need to make a new constable, because although I had a brief look, I haven't had a huge amount of time because I had forgotten that I needed a constable for this, as stupid as I am. And I grabbed up Cornelius to do some exploration. Of course, a constable does these horror stories at the moment, because they're kind of more off the adventurer's beaten track. They're kind of more trouble in society type issues. So, disturbances and stuff like that. The adventurer wouldn't necessarily be expected to go and deal with. And the constable goes instead. Prestige P, how you doing? Hello. Trick or treaters out. Well, that's good. There hasn't been that many around our part. There were more last year. We put pumpkins out the front, and we put cobwebs and some green lights and stuff. But not as many this year, which is a shame. I quite like to give the sweets out to the kids as they come round. Although one of my daughters usually do it, so I just listen. So yeah, it's All Hallows Eve, or no, this is Halloween. So it was All Hallows Eve yesterday, but the witching hour is the time as it builds up to that, isn't it? That's what they say, something along those lines. But I'm getting confused in my own kind of lore in here as well, because rather than call it Halloween, it's All Death's Eve on this. So I'm always thinking about that, and I kind of thought that this is a celebration of death, when the low magic in the land in Coradine is at its peak. This is often a time when the constable gets drawn into the equation. Right, so we do need a constable, and I've slightly updated the constable since the last Halloween special, which was the haunted house, as we talked about. And incidentally, before we go forward, Creatures of the Corn is available on the links in the description. So if you want to get hold of this, it's on our website, on our shop, and you can also pick it up on DrivethRu and Itchio if you like to buy your stuff there. But we have a system on our shop where you can keep track of all your products in our shop and download the links and stuff like that. So they're always there and available for you. So that is an option. So that is available. Just wanted to say that. In any case, I'm going to make a constable, because I couldn't find the one that we did the haunted house with in my brief look. And I'm going to use there's some instructions in here how to upgrade your constable to level 2, which actually is pretty straightforward. But we'll do that first. And what we need is a name for our constable. So if anybody's got some good names in there, it needs to be something official, kind of. Saab, how you doing? Good evening. Hoping to play this soon. I'm still going through the haunted house. Fantastic. Yep. It's lots of spooky goings on. Right. Let me just find the bit on the constable. Da, da, da. Ba, 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 ba. Another difference between the images. Constable never goes. New maneuvers. With this expansion comes a whole bunch of new maneuvers. They're at the back of the book. Designed for level 2. If you do not have an experienced constable already, you can always level up a new character to level 2 by giving them 20 HP. Plus 1 precision. Children of the Corn. Evil kid name. I'm trying to think of the policeman in Carry On Screaming. Isaac. Cody says with a lol. Picked up my copy as soon as it appeared. Kirill, thank you very much, my friend. I did notice that any items purchased through Kickstarter don't appear in my account on DR Games. That is normal, yes. We can put them on there for you. Children of the Corn, evil kid name. Creatures of the Corn. Cody, there are no children in this. Looking forward to doing the expansion this weekend, Reba says. Fantastic. Cody says, or Malachi. I need a name that I can. Isaac. Any other names? I need something. Maybe Isaac. I don't know yet. Well, I want to see some other choices so we can have a little pick through. I can pick one out. Right. So let's have a look at the constable sheet here. And we've got a new fear sheet as well, which I printed out. Malachi. Ah, thank you. Malachi. That's a weird spelling. Paul, good to see you. Just join us. Fantastic. Hello, Paul's son. Hope you're well. Cormac. I quite like Cormac after Cormac McCarthy. Might be quite. Detective Sergeant Sidney Bung. Cormac Bung. We're going to go with that. I'm going to slightly change it. Constable Cormac Bung. Constable. Nice. That's it. Ah, Mark found it. Not going to go with Sydney. It just feels, I don't know, feels very kind of modern in a way, Sydney. Level 2, 20 HP. Don't need to write the HP there. I don't know why I did that. 100 XP. Should have put that in the little note in the book. Oh well. We have got, let's check the table for the, maybe I'll add a little note in there. We've got new maneuvers, so we need to have a look at those in a sec. And here it is. I need to put in here 100 XP. That's what you need to go up to that first 200 XP with the, let's just put 200, double check that there. So level 2 needs 750 to go up to the next level, plus 2 shift of course, plus 1 discipline, plus 1 precision, 20 HP. Okay, nice. Right, so with this, as I was saying, with this new edition, we have some additional, well, new maneuvers, a set of maneuvers for the constable. And the constable can have a morning star, brass knuckles, or a truncheon? What do we think? 1 for the morning star, 2 for the brass knuckles, 3 for the truncheon. Let's have a little vote in there. 1, 2 or 3. Morning star, brass knuckles or truncheon. And then we'll count up some on there and we'll put that down as the weapon. 1, 2 or 3. Morning star, brass knuckles or truncheon. 1, 2, 2, 3, 2. We've had another one for 1, another for 2, another for 1, 2, 2. Looks like we're going brass knuckles. Fantastic, thank you guys. Brass knuckles. Brass knuckles on the sheet there. Now, there is a little in here. There is on the Morning Star. There is a special level 2 maneuver, which is a little bit weird. It's got a weird name, but it's kind of fun, so I left it in there. That one's for you, Mark. A brawler, indeed. He's tough. He's a brawler. Big brass knuckles. Fantastic. So we need 2 level 1 maneuvers. That is, yeah, I think it's level 1 maneuvers. Yes, level 1. Number and max level of maneuvers. Okay, so yeah, level 1 maneuvers. Right, let's have a look here. Yes. Imagine how that must look when you ferment somebody. Right, so so we have a look at the numbers here. We've got a 5. Let's have a crack. Let's put down the. I think we're going to have a slug. A slug, fantastic. Slug dice set is 2, 2, 3. The damage is D6 plus 1. Okay. And we have up the other side of things. We could do, so that's 2, 3. If we did a 5, a 4, 1 maybe. Trying to balance it out here. They're a bit more restricted, these, just to make it slightly more tricky. We'll go with crack. That is 5 and a 2 and D6. Oh, D6 damage. Okay, right. 1 armor piece, which I'll have to obviously pick from the starting armor pieces, and 200 XP there, not 100. Starting armor piece, and we get a magic potion, I believe. I put in there. Yes, a potion of fidelity. Okay, potion of fidelity. We'll just double check a couple of things there. Yes, it is. Good spot, David. Yep. Leg armor. Okay. We'll quickly go over the changes in the rules for the generation and the size of the map, and the effect of the. Let's put this over here. Potions. magic potions. Right, fidelity, +1 precision for 1 whole dungeon. +1 precision. So we may gulp that down as we go in, because this is 1 level. Crack. Is he a constable in the drug squad? Karaticus? That is funny. I like that. Crack and slug. That's a bad combination. All right. Bad combination for the horrible creatures we're facing. Okay, so that's that. And then the starting armor. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure I know what these are, obviously. But we'll just put it on the screen here. Starting. He's used up his starting scroll. He hasn't got one of those. We're going to have a quilted coat, I think. A quilted coat. You can imagine him now. I like the rancid breath potion. In fact, yeah. I tried to. I kind of tried to make some of it a bit gross, you know. This is just on primary 3s, -1 damage. And we've got the potion up there. Fine. It's going to be tough. It is going to be tough. Okay. And you can flee. In fact, I should actually make a little note of that. Fleeing. This is just as a PDF document. Sometimes I add little tweaks. The version that is live is absolutely fine. But as I play it, if there's anything I just need to confirm, then sometimes I add that in at the end. The document slightly updates. You won't need to reprint it or anything like that. The version anybody's printed so far is 100% fine to go with. So there's no problem. Apart from that table number, which you can easily make a note on. Okay. Fantastic. Right, we've also got a narrative moments sheet here and our inventory, which hasn't really got anything in. Did I give him a little bit of Malaco in here? No. Okay. Awesome. So we've got the sheet. That's all very well. We also got a fear sheet here. And well, I'm not going to read them all out now. We'll come across those as we do it. So Constable Cormac Bung is ready. We've got his stuff going here. Constables have it bad in Corradine. They have to deal with drunkards on the regular, I'm sure, and evil spirits and monsters each Halloween. Maybe even Nightlull. Jeff, good to see you. I made it. Better late than never. Happy All Death's Eve. And to you, my friend, good to see you. Yeah, I've just basically, I haven't started the adventure yet. Just basically created our Constable Cormac Bung, and he's there ready with his brass knuckles. So that is there. Right, so let's just have a little look here. Let's read this section. Okay, just a little bit. Read the You Arrive section. Right. After a day travelling, you arrive at the farmstead to find the beamed farmhouse abandoned and a trail of blood leading down the stone steps to a muddy path. So this is set on a farmstead, on a farm, and the word has got out that farmers have gone missing. The constable, you have turned up, me, I've turned up, and we are checking to see whether the farmers are okay, or whether, as sometimes happens on All Death's Eve, something has come up from the ground and has made its way through the corn to the farmer's house. It made its way to the corn, kind of under the cover of the corn. And on its way, it's called forth its minions who have made rooms and tunnels, and you're going in there to recover these farmers, husband and wife. At one point in the wall of plants, an entrance has been cut through to the thick stems. A few of the large corn stalks lay on their sides, ripped clean from the ground with force. You peer in and see a gloomy tunnel leading off into the corn. Beyond comes a scream that drives urgency into your being. You look up. It's late. The moon is a spectre on the horizon, and the light is dying. You've tried to ignore the fact it is all Death's Eve, but the locals see it as a sign that the low magic is the power behind this disappearance. Ideally, you would want to wait till the morning, but there is no time to waste. If you are to save the farmers, then you must face the creatures of the corn. Right, and there's a bit more there. We're going in. Now, we talked about a bit about that. We have a fear sheet. We're going to track our fear points on. Size of the map is 30 by 30. Right. Just in time for the action. Yes, exactly. So no flamethrowers. No, but don't forget, 2d6 Void is coming next year. Who knows whether we're going to be having flamethrowers in that one, eh? Let's give 2 here. Right. Let's have a look at this positioning of it. Yeah, let's do it here. Hopefully got enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Uh-oh. It's pretty big for this map. I may not have printed out a big enough grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Alright. It's actually the width of this page. The width of this page. So I'm going to rub that line out there. We can fit it in. We can fit this in, guys. It's a big old beast of a cornfield. I wanted to make it quite big because actually the haunted house is 3 levels. And this is just the 1 level, so I want to make this quite a big one. Here, down we go. Right. Okay, and then the last side, and then we can put the entrance room in as well. Now, there are a couple of changes to the standard 2d6 dungeon generation, room generation with this particular. Maybe we could put it sideways like that. I think that looks about right. We can sort of see. Got the rough size there. So there are magical banes. If you get a magical bane, you can use it, but you gain a fear point. Okay, the size of the map, we've got that. Pushing forward, you've got to push forward. There are no dead ends, so if you come across a dead end, you can then make an exit through the corn. So it continues on that forward momentum. No patrols or sounds, no rations to eat to gain any points. Room generation, the entrance room is a 4x4 room called the First Clearing, and here we find a potion. Okay, so we will pick that up in a minute. Each doorway is a magical barrier. There are no doors in the Creatures of the Corn, as it is just a field of corn. Instead, roll a d6 whenever you approach an exit. On a 1 or 2, there is a magical barrier that has been placed there instead of a door by the Rosemaster. And only that, but on discovery, a barrier appears at every exit in the room. So you have to put like little squiggles. There is no option but to pass through a barrier which disappears afterwards. The exception is that there cannot be a barrier in the entrance room. So we don't actually have to make a note of it on the map. Now that I think about it, it is just a question of when you go through any exit in that room, you have to go through a magical barrier, and there's a table to roll on there. Yeah, so you have to check each time. It's like there's low magic within the cornfield that keeps the boundary solid. You can't go beyond the boundary, and it sometimes these barriers appear within the rooms. Number of exits generate as normal. No large rooms. That's important to know. So we don't roll on doubles. We just build them. There's no large room table. There are some crop circles in this version, which is a new rule. Some rooms are formed into crop circles. When the room's title includes the words crop circle, remove the corners of the generated room and make them curved as if part of a circle. If there are exits in those corners, leave them there. There is a residue of low magic in the space that was used to form the space. You need to focus. When you enter the space, roll a d6 and add your discipline. On a 4 or lower, the magic affects you, and for the you have one less shift point. Also, you cannot use potions, scrolls, or magic items in any crop circle room. So most of the rooms, crop circle rooms, are an encounter of some kind, whereas there is one where you don't fight a creature, but you might be in a position where you want to use a magical item in that one, but you can't. Okay. Right. And then there is a clues and final room. As you move through the corn, exploring the rooms, you are also looking for clues. So as we go along, we're going to make a note of clues on our sheet in the narrative moments section, and you deduct the number of you add the number of clues to your final room roll, which when you're encountering the farmers to see if they're alive. We'll get into that a little bit more later. So there's a few things there. So I'm going to need to try and remember about the magical portals. That is the thing, the magical barriers, which is the thing going to throw me. So people can help me try and remember that. Right, the first room, let's put it down here, is 4x4. So it's slightly off, and we've got an exit on each wall, of course. I'm going to put the exit there. We have exit squares as per normal. And my map isn't going to look as glorious as David's, but that's fine. Maybe I'll go back and make it look a bit more corny. There we go. Okay, so we've got the. Can we see that all right? I think we can see that okay. Awesome. So in goes our constable, Cormac Bung, with his brass knuckles into the first room, and we find that potion. There's a potion lying in the dirt. Don't forget there's magic in this location. So some things just appear. And who knows, the farmer may have been carrying a potion when he was dragged through. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll on potion table 1, which is in here. Potion table 1. This one here. And see what we get. 3. Potion of phasing. Now that's probably the least useful potion to get. So I'm going to re-roll that. 1 potion of healing. Why not? Why not? A potion of phasing, I guess you could maybe use that to ignore a magical barrier. Potentially. Hadn't really thought about that combination of things. But we're going to go with the potion of healing. And actually, I'm going to drink my potion of fidelity and get +1 precision. That's going to go on there. So I get that. I'll just rub this bit out here and put potion of healing, and that just gives you, that will heal me 10 health points. So just put that in there like that. So we glug down the other potion, and yes, there we go. So he's in a better position. Precision. It's something, he can see things more clearly now he's entered the cornfield. Right. So we've got that there. Okay, so first we're going to go, let's go west. Let's go west. We're going to roll for room dimensions and number of exits. Here we go. It is a corridor that goes up 4, and we have 1 exit. So that's actually quite nice. That works. We go up 4 to this, and this might well go to the same room. We're going to have another exit here. Like so. So what have we got? We're going to go to this room here. To the left. Go left. Oh, it's another. Wow, look at this. Okay. So we are going to have. It's got 1 exit. How weird is this? I love these kind of bonkers layout maps. The ones that kind of have these corridors. This is almost as if they were kind of partially building it, but it's obviously not a dungeon. This is the corn, so it could be anywhere. It could be like fly. Oh, I didn't check the. See, I've done it already. I went through this door. I didn't check the barrier, so we'll do that quickly. We know the size. I'm going to leave this one open at the top here. Remember, you can sort of choose how you do these things. This corridor has got 1 exit. So this is almost like an extra exit, but I want to connect these 2 rooms up, maybe make that 1 room there. Just to sort of tidy it up a little bit as we push through the corn. Temporary precision bonus. I usually mark it separately on the precision space. Remember to bring it back down. That is a good point. I will remember. Just a note for those learning. Indeed, that is a very good point. That's temp. I'll just put a little T here. Put a little T. Good call, Jeff. Oh, you're right. Good call. I missed that. That is 1, 5 on the X. All right. Well, it's going well so far. So it's a long corridor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. And we'll leave the exit at the end. All right. Nice. So 1 door, 1 exit. So we went through this corridor here. I'm going to roll. Let's have just a recap. Magical barrier, 1 or 2, and there's a magical barrier. 4, no magical barrier, thankfully. Okay. It's all a simulation, man. Happy Halloween. Good to see you, my friends. Yeah, happy. We're in the corn, pushing through the corn, and it's like, it's creepy as hell, okay? This is called Giganticus corn, and you can't, it's like 8 foot, 10 foot tall, this corn, with these really big cobs, and there's kind of rattling and rustling, and kind of, it's like maracas going shh in the background. Okay, trying to set the scene. Doing my best. Okay. No barrier. Okay, good. Right, I'm going to carry along to this room at the end here. I'm going to go through and we're going to see what room is in the corn. Aha! We have a room with a It's got no exits, but number of exits. We've got. Let me just read the. If you roll a dead end, you can hack through the corn on this occasion. Hang on a sec. Whenever you generate a room and creature corn, generate a number of exits as normal. If you roll a dead end, you can hack through the corn, which we will. So, 2 by 5. Okay, so it's 2 wide by 5. I'm gonna fit this in here. I'm gonna have. This is our first room. What are we going to come across here? 4, 5, and we'll hack through an exit up here. So we'll kind of. I'm going to make the hacked exits not exactly as straight, so we can kind of see a visual marker when I've hacked through. Going to do it that way. Just thought of that now. Okay, let's see what this room is. Let's have a look. We've got the rooms table here. This is not a small room, it's a normal room. Let's have a look on this one. In a room, that is what I mean. So, yeah, nice to have corridors right away. Yeah, exactly. And you can imagine, like on the front cover here, pushing through the corn as you kind of getting through. Right, here we go. Primary is yellow. We have 1-4 husk mess. All right, let's put that here. I like to label up the room. Some people use numbers. I just write it on the side there. Husk mess. Right, this is a unique room. Just to see what. I think I like to think he's punching his way through that corner. Exactly. Yes, he is. Happy Halloween, Jose. How you doing? From Spain, Europe. I can't read that bit. Spain, yes. English. The muddy, kicked-up space is full of smashed-up cobs and ripped husks. The floor is uneven and littered with mounds. You carefully pick your way through when 2 of the mounds begin to rise from the floor. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna do some sort of husks and bits and pieces lying around on the floor here. Right. 2 husk mannequins. The cards are just over there. Bear with me. Elaine, happy Halloween. On my way to work, but I printed out the sup so I can play it there when it's quiet in the night. Fantastically scary. Awesome. All right. Here we are. Right, so husk mannequins. Here we go. There he is. There's the critter, the monster. That sounds fantastic. Let us know how you get on, Elaine. All right. So we have 2 of these. You must fight 2 husk mannequins. Gain 1 fear point. Okay, we're there already. So this is flipping terrifying. We're there, and the ground starts to move, and up rise these mannequins made of husks and twine and stuff. A chill runs down your spine, making you jumpy. Razor hairs catch you off guard and attack first. Okay, so there are razor hairs in the hidden in the fields, and they're drawn to this low magic. Okay, so we have the husk mannequin. They have 10 HP. I'm going to put it here. We've got 2 10s. 2 10s in there. I'm writing it sideways. I know it's a bit of a pain. Right. If you survive, you search through. Right. So there's some stuff to find here. And there's also an object to find. So this is quite a tough fight to begin with. We do have the health potion, thankfully, though. Let's get our guy here. Here he is with his knuckle dusters. His brass knuckles. Right, so let's get the little fatigue sheet. Have we got that in? Just check the camera over there. Look at that. That looks all right. Yes. Fantastic. Right, so my attack first. It's yellow first. 3-6. That does not look good. It does not look good. No, cannot turn anything to that. This could be tough. Punch below the belt. Punch them, and my fist goes through their body. Okay. Right, here we are. There's 2 of them, so we roll twice. Double 1, the first one. Fantastic. Right, so mishap. The monster seems to lose its cohesion, and some of the husk falls from its body, causing D6 damage. Let's have a look at the damage here. Oh, we need to have another die for the round. It's round 1. That is a stroke of luck. Oh, 5 off the first one. How about that, eh? Down to 5 already. The dice are being very kind already. And the second one does 2-4. Their husk bash is 4-3. So we can't do any damage. I'm attacking this first one that's got 5 health points. I roll a 1-4, which is very nice indeed, because I can turn the dice set. I don't know whether you can just about see that there. Yeah, you can just about see it. I've got 2-3, so I can turn that to a 2 and this to a 3, which gives me a slug. And that is 2-3. That's D6 plus 1. We need a 4 to kill this first husk. Damn it. 2. So down to 3. Okay. Right, then they both get an attack. 1-3. They've got 4-3. No. And 2-5. Nope, they can't do it. Okay. Was that round 2? That was round 2. Round 3. So I roll a 4-2, which is fantastic. I can do a crack. 5 up to 5, and this up to 2, which gives me D6 damage. Let's do this. He's got 3. Can we do it? We can. The first one is killed. Collapses. Kind of almost like, it almost explodes. The husk flying everywhere. Right, the second one has still got an attack. And rolls a 4-5. Which at this stage, next round, that would have hit. So they've got 4-3. They can turn it down to 4-4, but they can't reach the 4-3 at this stage. Round 4 starts to get a bit more dangerous. Okay. We've had some good luck, some lucky rolls so far. So, a crack, 5. I can turn this up to a 2. We've all got +1 on the... Where's my other dice here? We've got +1 on there. And I am going to do D6 damage. Here we go. 2 damage. 8. Hope they've not got any slug pellets. That is terrible. I'm not even going to respond to that one. That was terrible. Okay, so their attack, round 4. Right, so 6-4 on a 4-3. No, I don't think they can do it. So that'd be 2. They need +3. They've got +2. Next round they'd do it. That's unlucky. Right, I'm gonna have round 5 +2. So I have got +4. And I roll a 6-5, which is actually, I can just about do it. Turn that down to 5, and this down 3 to 2. Yes, I can do the crack. So that was 4 points I had to use then. Do the crack. 1! Oh, that's not good. 1 point of damage down to 7. He gets a swing. This could chip away at me a little bit here, you see. So 5, 5. Yep. Yep. So they've got +2, 3. So that goes down to 4. And then that can go down to 3. They do D6 damage. Okay. Lord Gwydion, I always join these streams late. I bought this and I can't wait to play. Fantastic. 6 points of damage. Right, let's just check. That was a 4 and a 3. I block primary 3s, which isn't the 4. So that is 6 damage. That is a bitch. Look at that. 4. Okay, next round. He's got 7, so it's going to be another round. So I could be in trouble here. That red dice is haunted. No kidding. Ouch. Indeed. So 5, 2. I can shift this to. I've got +5. So I could go 2 on here and 3 on there to make it 2, 3. Giving me this the slug. 6 plus 1. Oh, yes! Look at that. 7 points of damage, taking it to 0. It collapses. Not quite exploding like the last guy, but kind of falling down, and his body deteriorates into the mud and the dirt. Nice. Going back, becoming part of the low magic again. Leaving the scene. The husk mannequin. Right, so we've got a couple of things we need to do here. So, the bodies, those deteriorating bodies, have left something behind. Let's have a roll twice on here. So, let's do it. 4 and a 5. We get, oh no, that's 9. Some Cathotto spines are caught in the corn. Okay, fantastic. We'll take those. Write that on here. Nice. And then where did those dice go? Just here. Same again. Some more in the other one. Okay, fantastic. Right. Well, we're on the way to be able to make some healing stuff. What do Cathotto spines make? I've got a little card in here. Let's have a look at that. The red dice. Hey Graham, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. The red dice isn't part of the official 2d6 dice set. No wonder you're rolling badly. Exactly. Right, soothing oil. Right, can make soothing oil. 1 of 2 ingredients, and the flame jar, 1 of 5 ingredients. Alright, so I kept the old potion bottle. Let me just write this down on here. So we kept the potion bottle from drinking that first potion. And if we remember, in here we have, you can make potion bombs. Potion bombs 27. You get some flame jar, water, coal or charcoal, patch of hemp, crushed bone, Cathotto spines. And Cathotto spines are probably one of the least useful herbs to find, annoyingly. And then for the healing remedies, we have got herbal remedies. Cathoto spines can make the soothing oil, and crushed Zumuros leaves requires a container that can hold. Heals all fresh damage caused by fire in the last 2 rooms you were in. Okay, so it heals fire. So that may come in handy, it may not. It may just be that we actually sell it once we finish the mission. It's a bit of loot. Okay, so we're not finished quite in this room yet, because there was a couple of things to roll on. Husk mess. So there's a clue. You find what appears to be a clue as to the farmer's whereabouts. Roll on clue table 1. So we'll do that. Here it is. It's just a D6 and XP. Good point. Thank you, Jeff. 5. Clawed. The ground here has been clawed as if someone was resisting. So pulling. Okay, so that's a clue. Now the clues add 1 to your die roll when you're in the final room. So we're going to put down clue. I'm going to make a little journal entry here. In the first messy space, to husk mannequins. Bodies riddled with Cathoto spines. Rise and attack. After I found a clue. I found claw marks in the earth, clearly made by human hands. Sorry about my writing. Okay, so they've been there. Good, yeah. Keep an eye on what I'm doing. Lots of things to remember. XP pointed out the 32 XP for these. So that's 64. So we've got 264 XP. That's very handy. And we found a clue, we'll make a note of that actually. Additional notes here. Clue. And you have to note down what the clues are, because you can't find the same clue twice. If you roll it twice, you don't get it. You don't get that clue. Okay. Fantastic. Oh, there's one more table as well, which could be quite exciting. Let's have a little check on this. So this table, Husk Mesk, is MB82. Now you can see on here I've written over the 1 and number 2. Now that was an error on my part. I have updated the PDF online if you want to check. Yes, we got the Cathoto spines, Mike, that were in the bodies. We searched the husk bodies, and so if you've printed it already, you can carefully change it. I've made it a bit more clear here so we can see. But if you carefully change it in your printouts, it shouldn't. It's not like a massive deal. But I had to update the Magical Bane table because it had references to the house, and then I decided to make it table 2, learning about these things as you go. So hey Sam, good to see you. So, Magical Bane. There's a Magical Bane here. So, sometimes these items are imbued with low magical energy. And we'll read the little table about it as well. 6. The object is a shrunken head. Throw it at an enemy before combat, as if using a scroll. The head begins to scream and then explodes in round 2. Firstly, distracting, meaning you gain an extra attack, and secondly, causing 3 damage. Fantastic. But if I use this, I gain a fear point. So I'm kind of like not going to use it, but Elaine, during the day, but it's just, you'll see it. It's just MBAT1 in the table actually should be MBAT2. So it's not a massive issue. It's just if you're looking for MBA, which is the Magical Bane table, Magical Bane table 1 is in the Haunted House. You don't need that one. You need Magical Bane table 2. In fact, if you rolled on 1 from the old book, you'd still get the same result, just slightly different references. Okay, so Shrunken Head, which is disgusting. I'm going to write that in here. Now, I've had a close look at the head, and it's not the farmer's. All right, so don't worry. Shrunken Head. I might well, I mean, if the worst comes to the worst, and my fear level isn't too high, I'm feeling confident, I may use it. But we will see. We will see. It is there. If I'm in a sticky situation, it says here, threat enemy before combat. As if using a scroll. So, like when you cast a scroll, you do it at the beginning of combat, it takes up that space. Okay. So we will have to, if we go into combat and we're pretty low and the creature's tough, maybe we might even use it against the final enemy, the Rose Master. Okay. Right. So, lots of interesting stuff packed into that room there. Let's move on. I'm going to put it here, laying in the mud is a shrunken head. ... It's not one of the farmers. I realise. Awesome. Magical barrier. Okay, let's do it. Although maybe I should have written a rule where if you proceed through one that you've made yourself. No, we'll just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Right, magical barrier, 1 or 2. 6, we're fine. We're going to push on through this room here up to this next space. Let's do it. Okay, 6 by 6, and it's a 1 exit. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the exit is going to be here. It's going to be here. Because I think that marries up really nicely there. Right, what is in this? This is as big a room as you'll get in the corn. Right. Fear point chart there. Here's the book. All right. Let's roll for rooms. Yellow first. 66. Blimey. Okay, what have we got? Stone trough. Stone trough room. There is a large stone trough sticking out of the mud here. Revealed when the corn was cut back to make the room. It's at a slight angle, but upright enough to have water gathered in it. It's not drinkable, but could be used to wash or for potion bombs. Fantastic. So we will definitely, let's just draw a trough in here. Going to draw kind of like a hole and then like a big trough, maybe where some animals used to drink out of, maybe potentially. And here's the trough with the water in the bottom there. I hope that kind of makes sense there, like that. Stone trough. There we are. Paul, when do you have to fight the razor hairs? 1 fear point, yes. So if I encounter a razor hair, it will attack me first. Because I'm a bit jumpy. I'm kind of like a bit intimidated by the thought of these creatures. And a banished leans over it, the low magic and the water having drawn it to the surface. It turns and attacks. If you survive, you find a clue by the trough. Roll. Oh, another clue. That's fantastic. There aren't that many in here. There's also an object here. Roll on another magical bane. See, there's lots of low magic in this place. That's quite a lucky combination, really, to be able to get that. Right, so we have a banished. Now, a banished is it's from the original card deck. Let's just make sure we can get that out here. So we're fighting a banished. Should be level 2. Regarding dead end exits, perhaps the exit was already there, but obscured, overgrown, and you found it kind of like a secret door, so it would still have a barrier. You're absolutely right. That is a really good description, Jeff. I love it. And anyway, the low magic, now I think about it, kind of runs through the corn. So if something's opened, it may well just try and close it anyway. But yeah, I love your description. Fantastic. So, it doesn't look like it's in here, which is... here we go. Banished. Good stuff. Right, so level 2. The banished from the domain level to the crypt levels for heinous crimes. These tortured beings are renowned grisly cannibals, desperate but unable to escape the domain of the dead. Okay, so they aren't quite human anymore in a way. They're kind of... And this one's been drawn into the cornfield where it's still dark and it's almost like being underground. And this time the banished is here and we're going to fight this sucker. Let's do it. Alright, let's get these positioned. How dare he enter our domain, or it enter our domain. I would only treat dead ends if there were no retrace. I would only... Yeah, I'm trying... I with the dead end thing, I was thinking that this is a cornfield and they're not like stone walls, so I kind of wanted an option to make it feel like you could push on through the cornfield, which is what this is, kind of that mechanic represents. Right, round 1. And the banished can scurry out of the way on secondary ones. I didn't check, actually, with that last one about their armour, which is my bad. Right, okay. But in any case, has wild scratch. We have 14 health. It's just this sucker. So let's try it. So we're going first. 6, 4. Wow. So we've got 2 shift. We could shift that down to 2, but we still need 1 more to shift the 5. So we don't hit on this swipe, and we miss. He attacks. It attacks. 6, 2. Their attack is 4, 1. So nothing. They can't turn the shift to that. We roll a 5, 5. 2. Nope, we can't reach that one. It rolls a 6, 6. A prime attack. Banished dives to the ground, grabs your legs, and sinks in their teeth. Lose 2 health points. Look at that. Here we go. All right, that is not good. Get off me! Kick it away. Using your methodology, that would mean you ought to be able to break through any wall at any point you choose. So why are there walls? You could say that, but if there's an exit there already, why take the risk? That's my theory. That's my thinking. The fight is a puncher against a scratcher, indeed. It really is. Kara. Right, so round 3. Double 6. Okay, so that means I can pick an attack, which I'm going to do. I'm going to the slug. I'm going to slug it because that's my prime attack. It means you can pick a maneuver and then add your shift to the damage. D6 plus 3. This guy has 9. Actually, I didn't write in here. I'm going to just write 9. And this was the stone trough. Just like that there. He's got 9. Damage, it's D6. D6 using the dangerous red die. Plus 3. So we could, in theory, if we rolled 6, we could kill this banished with 1 hit. 6. So I punch him so hard, I knock his nose up through his skull, and he just collapses. Unbelievable. The dice are with me today. 0. What a punch. Wow. Jammy. Thanks, Mark. Right, so body search table 1, -2. Okay, that is a table from the original book here, from the original rules. Body search, random list. No, we just need the next section. Here we go. Body search table 1. Okay, are we going to roll high again? I'm very jammy today. I'm feeling very lucky. So let's just roll these 2. We need, it's 2d6. Body search table 1 -2. 10. Wow, -2. Strapped to the creature's back is a throwing axe plus 3. Fantastic. That is an awesome. That's a large weapon, large object throwing axe. That may come in handy. Plus 3. Awesome. What a find. A true crit. It really was. So that has gone. And we'll put that in here. I'll put that back in the cards in the right section. Nice. And so we had in the room, we also had an actual sharp implement for the constable. Indeed. XP. Good call, David. Thank you. XP was 34. Let's put that on there. Just takes me up to 298. And there is a clue. Yes, this is the double whammy again. This is very lucky. Okay, I might roll the same clue, and if I do, then it doesn't count. So let's put that there. Clues here. We've got 5 already. We can't have that one again. 1. Blood. There is a splattering of blood here. What appears to be drag marks. Okay. Right. Let's put that on our sheet here. Narrative moments on the extra. That is blood. Oh. Let's put clue and then blood. So we've got +2. We're making good progress here. It means that when we get 34. Yes, I've added it on. Thank you. I've gone through 4 to 5 encounters before without adding XP. I'll never learn. Yeah. It's almost like in life you didn't. It's almost like in life, as the adventurer didn't learn from the experience. Almost, you can transfer it across. All right, so we find this. I found a foul creature drinking at an exposed trough. I put it out of its misery. But by it was a trail of blood. Okay. Magic Bane. Ah, good call, good call. Let's see what Magic Bane we get this time as well. That is, thank you. Good call. Here we are. 2. It's a clamshell which you turn over and see symbols scraped upon it. If you feel it drawn to your armor and it clamps on when you hold it close. One piece of armor you wear reduces damage by an extra point while in the cornfield. Awesome. That is fantastic. So, does 2 minus 2 temp after what Jeff pointed out earlier on. So let's just actually I'm going to put it on there because I just won't necessarily see that. I'll just put minus 2 temp. We'll put that back to minus 1 after. Okay, I hadn't been checking the armor as much as I should have been. So quilted coat, it's got like this shell is clamped on, and now it's a bit of extra defense. All right, so nice work. No, not at this stage. It doesn't do a lot at the early stages. It's more as you enter mid game and then into later game, it becomes more involved. But it can make a pivotal, a very important difference. Okay, we're going to go to this room here. So hopefully we roll a nice big number here. It's going to be at least 6 by 6, surely. All right. Magical barrier. Let's check the magical barrier. Let's do that quickly. 6, we're fine. And then it was 1 by 4, wasn't it? So that means it's 4 across. So it's like another corridor. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And like so. And then how many exits? Didn't roll for exits. 2 exits. Awesome. So we're just going to have 1 up there like that, and then 1 at the end. The exit at the end. Which will add another exit square on for. Okay, so we've got these 2 clamps onto your shoulder cloak. An epilage cell. Yes, it could just probably... Technically, you already have your 2 exits. That is true. That is very true, actually. Good point, Jeff. Because it's come from there. We've got 1, 2, and it's kind of like almost like a dead end. Yeah, no, Jeff, you're right. That is a good call. All right, we'll put those 2 like that, and they kind of just connect up. How cool is that? Look, that I prefer that actually. We've got this kind of section here is kind of isolated, and I was going to say that. Thank you guys. Good. Keep me honest. Right, so we're going to push on through this exit over here. So we come back down into the first clearing, and we're going to go through this room here. 4 by 5 with 2 exits. Nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to have an exit straight up there, and straight along here we'll have another exit here. Why not? You can actually roll for where the exits are if you want to do 100% random. Oh yeah, 5 across. Well, we'll leave it like that. You're right. I put that one. Should have put that like that, really, shouldn't I? That would have made it easier. It doesn't matter. We'll leave it like that for the moment. And what is this room? Nah, not a big difference. It doesn't make much difference, does it? Right, so we have. I don't quite. They wouldn't have joined up if the 6 by 6 room was the right size, and not 7 by 6. Ignore those little the number, the maths, the counting side of it. That's sometimes doesn't quite add up. Right, so let's go. Let's find the rooms and roll D66 for this. Yellow first. 34. Okay, down here. Grave site. Okay, so grave site. To one side of this space is a small gravestone. It lays on its side as if revealed by the formation of the room. As you approach, a ghostly woman appears at the stone. She is crying over the grave. In that instant, you see a vision. Awesome. Here we go. We're going to have a little grave here. A gravestone. Here. This is grave site. Okay. I should have checked the magical bearer. No magical bearer from the end. Thank you, Jeff. You're absolutely... I knew that. I completely knew that. I remember that. Totally. Okay, so we've got the grave. Right, so... you are taken back to ancient times and see her son lying in a rough bed. He is sickly. The land is barren. There is no food. The crops have died. The woman screams, blaming a man dressed in a hemp robe, who you kind of see towering there. He's there. And it's you wake, gain 1 fear point. Okay. All right. Let's do it. You pull at your collar and swallow. Your throat is sore. You must now chew 2 doses of Malako leaves to heal 1 health point. So the Malako leaves don't have as much effect in this particular situation. Now your throat is sore and you're a bit you're starting to get a bit kind of anxious. Lots to remember, indeed. It's fine. I mean, when anybody's playing this game, there's leeway. You know, don't feel too bad about miscounting the size of a room. Right, so we're going to move on. That is a unique room as well. We're going to try and go through this door here and do the magical barrier. The top one here. 5. No magical barrier. Fantastic. Okay. Next room. Yellow first. 43. Is that the one no. We rolled 34. 43. Ghost farmers. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Right. So I'm gonna roll. Got to roll for size. That'll be good. 1 by 4. So it's actually a corridor. We'll keep the ghostly farmers. We're gonna have how many exits? 2. All right, so it's one wide and 4 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have an exit here and an exit at the top. Okay. And I'm going to add an extra square because of the exit at the top. And then we're going to roll for this room here. 3 by 5. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then by 3. And we'll write the ghostly farmers in there. Squeeze it in. You probably can't read that, it's very small. Okay. Ghostly farmers. You see here the corn has been neatly cut and stacked into bales. The light drops and you see in the gloom ghostly blue figures of farmers dressed in ancient garb, scything the plants and carefully gathering up the cobs. Spooky as. So it's like a glimpsing a scene from the past. You see a vision of a long ago when folk farmed this very land which becomes barren, and you see the people wither and fall. You wake sweating, lying on the floor. Gain 1 fear point. Next to you is an ancient object. Right, so I'm going to have the straw bales kind of stacked up. I'm going to have some straw here like this. Kind of not a very good drawing, but that will do. And we're going to have another one here, like so, kind of a weird angles. That'll do, and then like that. Okay, and we gain another fear point. Unfortunately, exits. Good point. 1 exit, and that is going to be down here like this. Okay, now okay, you feel sickened by what you're seeing. When you use a healing potion of any sort, -1 from the total healed. So I'm going to put a little thing here, -1 on my potion. -1 because of the fear level that we are at. That is absolutely terrifying. But we're getting a picture of an ancient time and a farm and some kind of figure dressed in hemp that is responsible for what potentially happened in this land before. Okay. Right, we are going to push on through this exit here and test for magical barriers. 1 or 2. 5. No magical barriers so far. And then we're going to roll for the size of the room. Well, look at that. Okay, so we're going to have a little bit of a license here. We're going to add a space on here. That is 5. I know. We'll take one off and make it a 5 by 5. We've got 2 exits. Okay, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and have 1 there, and then we're going to go down here and have an exit down here, just like that. Okay, that's quite a good size room. So let's see what room we get for this particular situation. Albany, hey, how you doing? Hey everybody, just got done playing Haunted House and thought I'd join the light. Fantastic, good to have you here, my friend. Lord McGray, good evening, how you doing? How did you get on? Yeah, how did you get on with the Haunted House? Good question. 42. That is the corn spears. Okay, corn spears. Here we go. This could be tricky. Corn spears. Gonna squeeze that in here. Corn spears. What is this? At first, this room appears empty apart from husks and smashed corn stems. The corn plants rise around you as if impenetrable walls. You step into the space, and suddenly sharpened stems thrust up from the ground. There's some kind of magic here. You dive to one side, roll 2d6. If you roll a double, you avoid the thrusting points. Otherwise, you take d6 damage. You can use your shift points to adjust the roll. If you pass, you spot an item. Roll SOB2 before moving on. Okay. So it's a trap room, this one. You've got spears shooting up here, kind of like shooting up from the ground as you enter. It's like a trap set by the mastermind of this horrible cornfield. Okay, here we go. 2d6 doubles is what we need. Okay, we don't want like a 6 and a 1. That'd be the worst. 6 and a 5. I can use my shift to bring it up to a 6, which is awesome, and that means I do not take any damage. But as I dive to the corner, I can see a spot on object, and I'm like, I'm gonna try and pick that object up. As I do, I'm gonna roll a die and see what that object is. A strange object. I haven't rolled on this table yet. It's 2d6. 5. The object is heavy. Is a heavy polished stone carved with the form of a plough. You are compelled to take it and keep it. It counts as 4 large objects. It vanishes once out of the field. Oh, it's the cursed stone. Okay, cursed stone. Let's go to the sheet here. Cursed stone. And that takes up 1, 2, 3, 4 objects. Okay. 4 spaces. Got that there. Okay. Alright. Not great. Let's move on. So, Albany says, so far so good. Few funny moments of gaining fear, then losing it, and gaining shift, and then losing it. Left him stranded on level 2 as I'm getting tired. Fair enough. Mortica. Nice. David, yes, it is David's map. It's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go north here from this space, from the spear trap room, and magical barrier time. Let's have a look. 2! There is a magical barrier this time. I'm going to put a little, and I'm not going to actually draw it in, because as I said before, they disappear once you go through them. Magical barrier. Here we go, on this one here. Low numbers for a change mean you go through unaffected. Higher numbers, there are problems ahead. Okay, here we go. 7. You are spun into the next room and feel disorientated. -1 shift for this next room. So you I push through and it kind of flips me forward, and I'm kind of like, whoa, what the hell? Let's find out what this next room is. Okay. Where's my... Ah, I've got it in my hand. Here we go. Right, what have we got? Oh, it's a dead end. 6 by 3. So let's... we're going to push on through, because remember they're all where the dead ends in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll push on, and there'll be like we'll have a kind of a broken... You can push on through the corn, and that is there. Right. So, what is this situation? We watched Children of the Corn last night, so that's where the name came from. Yes, even though I bloody hate that guy. So in some way, it's a good thing, right? You left Mordecai trembling in the corner, waiting to see what happens next. Indeed. Yeah, this is loosely the idea of the corn, but there's none of the story from the Children of the Corn. It's just a scary place, taking that atmosphere, taking that vibe, and made it into this to create like a Halloween type thing. I mean, someone suggested me next year I should do a graveyard, which I probably will do, which is more traditional. This draws on more kind of contemporary culture rather than folklore or kind of that scary stories like that. Right, so we've got -1 shift if this next room. Let's see what this room is. Here we go. Oh dear. There's certainly something creepy about corn, though. I think so. 5-4. Right, what have we got? 5-4. Old cart. Oh no. Here we go. This could be bad. I'm keeping my axe for the final creature, I think, unless I'm really low. I'm on 12 health. 12 health. Okay. Right. Old cart. Here we go. Old cart. There's an old cart here, half in, half out of the corn wall. It is ancient, and the corn seems to have grown through it. The wheels are even made of stone, and you peer into the cart bed. Laying in it is a corn forebear. The resurrected cart driver clambers off. As he does, you get 1 free swing before combat. Do not include this in the fatigue die. If you survive, you find a small bag of coins on the cart. Okay, right. A corn forebear. These are the resurrected workers, if you like. -1 shift. Let's not forget that. Here he is. And we need the card here. 1. And let's put that here. Okay. Good. Can we beat the corn now? The corn forebear when the Rose Master emerges from the dark, it brings with it the resurrected bodies of those who used to work upon its land in ancient times. Corn forebears are bound by hemp and husk. There he is. All right. So, I've got a -1 shift. Let's not forget that for this room, because I'm kind of disorientated slightly. Not quite with it. Here we go. 2-2. Look at that. That is... Oh, let's write the hit points on here. 14. 2-2. I can shift to 2-3. Fancy that. D6 plus 2 for a slug. Here we go. D6 plus 1. 3 points of damage. Down to 11 goes the corn forebear. And they get their attack. They got 2 attacks on here. 4-1. So they got a 3-3 and a 5-6. In fact, I didn't check on that last one whether the bindings blocked. So let me just double check that. Primary 1s, 3s and 6s on the slug doesn't do anything. So the armor on the corn forebear, which I've been forgetting, doesn't do anything with that attack. In fact, it doesn't do anything with either of my attacks, so that's good. Now, 4-1, they've got 3-3. Did I roll? Did I roll before? Did I just roll that? Ah, free swing as well. Let's do that. 6-5. Can't. I missed anyway. All right. Did I roll for his? Defend with your... Ah. 3/3 on the corn slash. I can defend. Here we go. I'm going to roll for them. Was it a 4-2? 4-1. Yes, you had rolled. 4-1. Okay. So 5. They've got. So they can't. Oh, sorry. Here we go. No, they can't shift. 3, 3, 5, 6. No. Round 2. Thank you, Jeff. Right. 6-4 for me. No, I cannot shift to that. There you go. 4-4. They got a 3-3. They got +1 shift. They can't quite make it. Round 3. Here we go. 2-4. Haha. Fancy this. Just with 1 shift. 2, 3. This can go down to a 3. Gives me my slug. And I got a D6 +1. Its armor does not affect it. Here we go. 2. Another 2. So that's 3 points, taking it down to 8. Alright. It gets us a bit of a swing now. 6-4. Nope, it's got 3, 3, 5, 6. It cannot shift to that. Round 4. And we have 1. It's like we have to do it every time. They do. Slug trails all over him. 6-6. Yes, I can pick. I can pick the slug again. D6 +1, but it's +3 because I get the extra shift there and shift. Oh no, I've only got 1 shift there, so it's +2. So it's D6 +3. Oh man, not rolling so good now there on this particular one, am I? 4 points of damage. It's down to 4. Right, let's see. 2-2. It can shift up to corn slash D6 damage. Oh man. Right, this red has been rolling 2s. Let's see. 1. 11 points of damage. Fantastic. Right, my go. Round 5. Yes, in the new expansion. Yeah, thanks, Jeff. So we've got a +3 shift now. And I roll 6, 5. Ooh. I've got 3 shift. Oh, I can't do it, man. I've missed. Darn. Okay, then cloak armor. 3, 3. You're right. -2 damage. Did it roll? Did it do 3, 3? It did, didn't it? So I don't take any damage. Thank you. That is a good call. Because it's a primary 3 on that one. Thank you. Right. So, next turn. And I couldn't shift. Their turn. 6-2. They got 3, 3 and a 5, 6. So that's really bad news for them. No, they can't hit me. Okay, and we're now maxed out at 3 +3 shifts. So I got +4. Let's see what we can do. 4-1. Yep, we can shift that 2 on there. No, I need to do. Oh, no, I can do 2 on there and 2 on there, which brings it to D6 to another slug. D6 +1. Let's do it. Oh Oh, 7 points of damage. Okay. -3. And we're still on 12. It's pretty risky. You know, we could have a couple of bad rolls and we'd be really low. So this is getting close. So the corn forebear, 50 XP for that. So that's 348 XP that I am on now. And it has a table to roll on for treasure, a corn body. Let's do this. Did I miss that one? Somewhere around here. A corn body, D9. Some Cathoto spines. Oh my god. Again, these, I tell you what, there's something going on here with these Cathoto spines. Alright, the temporary gain. The armour was... What was the armour? Was it a temporary? Oh, no, just this. That is... Oh, that's the... Yeah, I've got it. Corn Forebear is gone. Okay, that is gone. Fantastic. Right, so we're going to push on here. And next room. Let's check for the magical barrier. 5, no magical barrier. And we're going to do for the room. It's 1 and 4 high. It's like a long 1, 2, 3, 4. How many exits? 1 exit at the top. Fantastic. Up here. Right, we exit up there. We're going to go and find out what's in this room at the top. Here we go. 3 by 3 with 1 exit. Alright, we're going to do the exit on the left hand side. Here, as we enter this space. What is this room going to be? Let's find out. We've had no small rooms yet. Cthulhu is influencing them. Indeed. Indeed. Here we go. What is this room? Yellow first. 46. What have we got? Yellow crop circle. Okay, so this is the first crop circle room, which kind of works perfectly for an example. It's a little crop circle. I did add another crop circle in, by the way, Jeff. I like that suggestion. And so just kind of like a round space where the corn has been trampled down. Yellow crop circle. Okay. Stand by for plus 150. Oh no. Okay. All right. So the yellow crop circle is pushed flat against the fertile ground, creating a straw-like flooring. It bounces as you walk upon it, creating creaking sounds. You wince as there's a rustle in the corn and a razor hair appears. All right, so we got our first razor hair. Now, what did we say? Razor hairs are kind of jumpy about razor hairs, and it attacks first as a result. Because of my fear points, and it attacks you in a wild frenzy. If you survive, you spin, find another has emerged, and it also attacks. You find nothing else in the space. There's also an object here. Roll on MBAT 2. So my state of fear means that they attack first. That is how that works. So we're going to go with the razor hair, which kind of gives them a bit of an advantage, you know. Something has been spilt on this particular. I hope it's not cat drool. That'd be disgusting. All right, must remember not to lick my finger. Okay. Let's do this. They're not very... They've got 9 HP. Just write 9 in there. Here we go. Their leap sideways on secondary 3s, -1 damage. Sharp teeth, D6, -2 damage. So they're pretty weak. Yeah, I know. I know. Karaka does. Kara. I was waiting for someone to pick up on that little pun. Here we go. They're attacking first. 2, 5. No, they can't. They can't turn to that there. It's 2, 3 is there. So it's kind of close. So let's not forget we're doing the rounds up here. Is that in? No, we're a bit over to the side here. Let's get this right. There we go. Okay. My go. 5, 5. +2. No, I'm just off it there. I'm 5, 2 on the crack. Let's do the next one. 3, 6. Nope, they miss. I'm going to go 6, 4. +2. 2 shift. Nope, can't do it. Round 3. 1, 1 for the hare. Bad luck. Mishap roll. The hare dives forward and sinks its teeth into your leg. Oh no, sorry. The hare lashes out but misses and barges into a thick corn stem. It takes 4 damage. Right. You nutter hare. 5 down to 5. Okay. Here we go. Good question, David. Yes. Yes, Freya has... Her paw has healed up really nicely. And we've taken it off, and she's just turned back to being an insane cat. When she had a collar on, she was nice. She wanted cuddles and everything like that. And now she's got the collar off. She doesn't let us stroke her very often. She will like attack us. She was trying to bite my wife's leg earlier on, Joe's leg earlier on. I was like, what's going on? Why? Put the collar back on. Anyway, where were we at? Oh, yes. Right, let's go. My turn on this one. 5, 4. I can shift this down to crack on a D6. Fantastic. Let's do it. 4 points of damage, which takes it down to 1. That was close. All right. It attacks. It's round 4. It's got +1 on here. Vengeance of Freya. I think so. I think that could be it. I think you're right. 3, 2. 3, 2. Oh, it can. It can shift it up to sharp teeth. Little sharp teeth. Dig into me. Doing some damage. 1. No damage. Bad luck, Mr. Hare. Okay, my go. 3, 4. I can shift that down to a slug. Oh, yes. 7 points of damage. Yes, -6. Fantastic. But just as soon as you survive, you spin around, find another razor hare has emerged, and it also attacks. Right, so we're going to fight another razor hare. Here we go. Vengeance of Freya. Set in a graveyard. Set in a back garden, I think. Right. So, this razor hare also attacks first because of my fear points. It rolls 2, 1. It can't quite shift to it. All right. My turn. 3, 4. I can shift to a slug on a and roll this. So it's 5 points of damage. Not bad. These razor hairs. These are what I call the kind of, they're chipping away creatures. Nigel, good to see you, my friend. They chip away at you and take a few points off. But that could be really detrimental as you move further in. And I've got 12. If I go down to 10, I'm kind of a bit more prone. Right, the razor hair. Angry that I've killed their mate. Nuisances, indeed. Oh, no, we need the yellow die. Okay. So, it attacks. 3, 6, no. And I attack 5, 4. No. Was that round 3? That was round 3. 5, 4. Oh no, I can. I could shift down to a crack. Give me a d6. And I roll 4. Which is enough to kill the little critter. Okay. So, razor hair is a pelt worth 2 gold coins. If you take it, you become blooded. I'm going to leave these dirty hairs. They can, you know, I'm just going to kick them to one side. I want nothing to do with these foul creatures. These terrifying creatures. Right, so let's, and there's nothing, there is. Yellow crop, so roll on MBAT2, Magical Bane table. I've been really lucky with finding these Magical Banes. But they can give me fear points. So that, we need to roll 1 die. 6. Another shrunken head. Alright, let's put that down there. There's obviously some terrible sacrificing has been going on here. Shrunken head times 2. I'm going to put that in my backpack. That's absolutely foul. It's dead, Jim. Not as you know it. Alright, let's move the razor hair away. And that away. And we've got this clear, moving into this area here through these 2 exits. I'm not so worried about this one down here. We're heading in this direction. I'm going to go through this one here. And XP, good point. XP 14, 28 XP, 68, 76, 376. There we are. On there. Good call. Thank you, David. Okay, we're moving into this other room. Here, how many exits? How many exits? We got 3 by 3 again, 0 exits. All right. Let's do this. Interesting. 0 exits. So we've got to force an exit. Did I check the magical bait? Did I do the magical barrier? Let's do it. No magical barrier. And I'm going to force a door through here. Okay. And that's through the corner there. So that would be the exit. But what is in the room? Let's have a look. $13. All right. The razor den. This is where they're all living. All the razor hairs up here. I didn't actually write. These are razor hairs. I've been so preoccupied with the story. I haven't been doing any drawing in these images. What was that one back there? That was the corn. That was a cart, wasn't it? Was that the cart? Let's just do a wheel. It was a stone wheel, wasn't it? And a kind of body of a cart. I think that's a forebear. Yeah, they're breathing like hair. Yes, they are. Like in your sink. All right. So, razor den. All right. Fallen corn plants litter the space. You can see hewn cobs littering the floor, chewed hobs, littering mixed in with kicked up dirt. You then notice the entrance to the burrow leading down at an angle in the ground. There's a burrow here. Let's have a burrow here. In the kind of, and then it's kind of got like trails here. It's not a very good burrow. Yes, I'm with you. This is kind of these little passages have been made by the hares. From the darkness, you see 2 red eyes emerge. A large razor hair slowly lopes towards you. You must defend yourself. If you survive, roll on DRILT1 as you search the entrance to the burrow. Okay, back with the razor hairs sooner than we thought. Let's deal with this little critter. Hope he doesn't do me any damage. See if we can get away with this. Alright. They're attacking first because of my fear points. Let's not forget that. So 1. So 6, 2. No, they can't hit me there. 1, 1. Now, we're not affected by the 1-1s. So we just don't hit. Okay, because we're trained warriors. Round 2. 3, 4, 3. Oh no! If they'd had one more point, they could have sunk their teeth into me. 2, 4. I can switch that to the slug. It's just 2 points of damage. So 9. It's down to 7. Round 3. 5, 5. No, they can't hit. I roll a 5, 4. I can shift that down to a crack and do 5 points of damage. Now they block on secondary 3s, so we're okay on that. On the slug, that'll be not that it will affect the slug. Down to 2 points. Dispatching this hare pretty quickly. It attacks. It's got a 4, so that's 6, 1. No, really bad rolling for the razor hair. And I roll a 6, 2, which is perfect for me. I can roll d6. 1 point of damage, which it has 2 points of damage. It's typically gonna hit me now because I didn't dispatch it. So 5, 4. That is round 5 with 2 plus on the thing. So 5, 4. No, it can't. 3 can take that down to 1, and that down to 3, but not to 2, which is what it needed to do. So we're okay. And then my hit 5, 6. Yeah, I can take this down to the 2 that I need for the d6. Crack, and we get 6 points of damage, and we dispatch the hare. These hares aren't. I'm not too worried about these hares. I'm not going to take the pelt. You can leave it and sod off. 14 to take me to 390 HP. Okay. That goes. Yes. Yeah. The extra exits discussion continues. Right, so we have this room we pushed through here. We're going to roll for the size and number of. So we've got 2 wide and 4 up. So we're going to bring it 1, 2, 3. So that's 4 there. 1, 2 wide. And down like that. How many? 2 exits. So we're going to do 1 here. I'm going to take liberties, and I'm just going to connect up these rooms here, just because we're slightly pushed for time. And we're going to put an exit over here, like so. And the exit there. What room do we have? Barrier. Let's roll for the barrier. 4. We're good. We're good. Okay. Let's do this. 1-1. Ritual site. Okay. There's a ritual here. There was a ritual here, but signs of it have been brushed away by creatures moving through the space. Bits of corn and husk and fibrous leaves are scattered across the muddy floor. There is a large wheel in the centre. Okay, here we go. You step closer and suddenly it tips over as a corn forebear jumps up. Open wounds can be seen on the creature's face as it attacks. Gain 1 fear point. If you survive, roll on that table there. Okay, so we've got a big wheel in the centre here. Alright. Cracked wheel. And we've got a corn forebear. And these guys are tougher, as I said before. Yeah, I am lucky I'm really lucky. There's been some lucky rolls. Corn forebear, we had him out before, so he's near the top. And let's move that away for the sec. We'll fight the corn forebear. Oh, did we gain a fear point? We did, didn't we? Let's have a look. What was the room called again? Let's make this. Ritual site. We haven't had any of those before, no. There's a wheel and there's kind of blood splattered around. Corn forebear. Gain 1 fear. So, okay. Sweat breaks out on your brow. You feel weakened. Thrown weapons do 1 less damage. Okay. So we've got to make a note on our sheet because we did get the axe, didn't we? Let's just put that -1 temp on there for when we do use that. Okay. Right. Let's fight the corn forebear. Here. Let's just try and squeeze that on to the screen. Nice. Okay. Right, he's tougher. He's tougher. I am down to 12 health points here, and here we go. You have armor against the corn lash. Okay, that's a 3/3. Yes, we do, and its primary 1s, 3s, and 6s don't affect my attacks. All right, here we go. Alright, I attack first. 4-1. I can shift that up to a crack for D6. Here we go. 4 damage. Let's just put how many health? 14 there. So that's 4 down to 10. What a bloody good start. Okay. And then we have a... Right. Apparently, Freya has been sitting on Joe's lap this whole evening, as if it has heard me, because she hasn't done that in ages. So maybe that's a positive thing. So that is good. Right. So corn forebear has been hit, and it's the forebear's turn. 4-5. No, can't quite shift to stem claws. It's 5-6. It needs 1 more shift point. Let's put that up. Constable Punchy Bung. Yes. That's your nickname for him now, is it? All right, here we go. 4, 3. Wow, I can shift to 5, 2 and do the crack again. Fantastic. Green die this time. 5 points of damage. Wow, we are just bloody... These are some good rolls. 5, down to 5. And then the corn forebear rolls a 4, 3. And it can shift to corn lash. We have some defense against that. Don't forget, -2 damage. So it's D6 -2. 2 points of damage. Takes me to 10 there. Okay. Corn forebear is down to 5. We are on round 3. My attack, 5, 5. I can't quite shift to that one, unfortunately. Its turn. 6, 3. No, it can't either. Turn 4. And 1 extra shift. 1, 5. Yes. I can do 2 on that one and 1 on that one to make it my slug. And we're going to have D6 plus 1 damage. And it's on 5. We need a 4 or higher to kill it. 3. Okay, it gets down to 1. That's very annoying. Okay, and then we've got the corn forebear again. 4, 6. And it can shift to stem claws. D6 -2 damage. 6 does 4 points of damage. I'm down to 6 points of damage there. Okay. Here we go. Round 5 plus 2. 3, 6. 3, 5. I can do, yes, I can do the slug. D6 plus 1. Yes. 5 points of damage. Nice. There we go. The corn forebear has been killed. We'll get some XP there. Takes us up to 440 XP. And treasure. The corn body table. Let's see. What are we getting? If you roll a 9 again, that would be so weird. 11. Caught up in the body is a throwing axe. So we've got 2 throwing axes now. That's just a normal throwing axe. Okay. Right. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Corn Forebear. I will do a little bit on the notes after now. Now, ordinarily, you would explore a little bit. There's a bit more room to area. Say maybe there'll be 3 or 4 more rooms. But because we are on a little bit of a schedule here, I'm going to do the last room here. And yes, I'm going to chug that healing potion. Definitely. I'm going to do the last room here because I want you guys to see the last room and the final creature in this den. And as I was saying, I would push on. Ideally, he's a level 2. You want him a bit more XP, but we're gonna push in here, and there's a couple of things we can do. Right, so let's go to the final room. I'm gonna make this final room just so it fills the map more 6 by 6 as well. My voice is going a bit as well, to be honest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're going to want to, you will explore it just a bit more than this. So we push through. Here we are. Here we go. The final room. When you reach the final space, it's scattered with cobs and husks. The Rose Master stands before you. You must fight it. If you survive, roll on FRTT1 as you found a treasure among the husks. Then roll on Farm T1 and add your number of clues you have to the roll. The result will indicate if the farmers are safe. Okay. Here we go. So we've got the Rose Master. Let's get him set here. There's a couple of things. So I'm going to obviously chug that potion. I did that in the previous room. We've got to check the barrier as well here. There is a barrier. Oh dear. Alright, so my health goes back up to 16. In fact, no, 15 because of that penalty on the fear. 15. So get rid of that. 15 health. Oh dear. Don't fancy my chances. Let's get this guy out. You're doomed. Not that I haven't got any faith in Punchy. Here we go. The Rose Master. 18 health points. And throw both your shrunken heads at it. Well, yeah, I reckon. Flying axes. We can only throw one thing. Okay. So you can only throw. I can only throw the throwing axe. I'm going to throw the throwing axe. It's the throwing axe +3, but now it's got -1 damage on it because of my fear levels. I'm not quite with it. Can't quite throw as well as I did. So we're going to throw the axe. Yeah, now I'm going to set myself a limit of throwing only one thing before the combat. But I have the barrier has proven to be a problem. So we're going to roll for the magical barrier effect. Here we go. This is going to be funny. See what happens here. It's just 2d6. Here we are. A low number, please. 6. There's a buzzing noise, and you are electrocuted. Lose 2 health points. I can't believe it. Oh, man. Okay. Electrocuted by the magical barrier as I've gone in the room. No, I did a 1. I did a 1. I did a 2. Like a bug zapper, indeed. So I'm down to 13 health points. I'm going to throw the axe. And then we're just going to have to see what happens. Going to see what happens. Can we take down this guy? Yes. Corn static build-up. Indeed. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let me just get the throwing weapons. You first throw weapons always hit successfully, but they may not always cause damage. Roll d6. If a primary die matches the creature's primary interrupt stat, or secondary die matches the creature's secondary interrupt stat, subtract that interrupt modifier from the damage done. Okay. Right. So, d66. 65. Right, so we've got a primary 3s and 4s. We're good. Secondary 5s. There we go. Look at that. And it says subtract that interact modifier from the damage done. So we throw the axe. It does 6 points of damage plus 2, 8 points of damage, but 2 points are taken away. So that is 6 points of damage, which is nothing to be sniffed at. So that is not bad. So the Rose Master is 18 down to 12. The axe embedded in their chest. But we won't be getting that back. Still good. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Right, here we go. Here we go. 13. Right. My attack. Slug or crack. Here we go. 2, 5. Oh yes. The slug. We can turn this down to 3. This gives me D6 plus 1. Can we roll high? What's the armor here? Primary 2 and secondary 3. So no interrupt on the damage there. 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. 4 down to 8. The Rose Master. Right, Rose Master. What have we got? 1, 1. How about that, eh? The creature swings wildly, but caught in its coverings, it trips and smashes down a boot, and you smash down a boot. It loses 10 health points. It's got 8. Woo woo! Oh my god! Yes, it was just hilarious, hilarious. Axe in the chest, bash in the face, stamp on the head. Wow, it is a powerful mishap, yeah. But I mean, you so rarely roll them, and then when you do, it's dramatic like that. It's fantastic. I think that's good. Wow, just wow. Oh my god. Okay, right. So let's do the room encounter first. So for the final room, it's just. You curb stomped him, indeed. I did. Just boot down on the head. His head went. Wow. Punchy. You know, that's what it is. What he is. Okay. Final room. If we survive, roll an F. FR. Yeah. Okay. We've got both those here. We've got to find the farmers still first, okay? Final room treasure. This one here, a D6. 2. A creepy straw mannequin has been built here. You can see its eyes are mid-quality rubies. Okay, so there's like a straw. There's like a scarecrow here. Let's have arms, head, creepy scarecrow. But you take the eyes. 2 mid-quality rubies. Nice. 2 mid-quality rubies. Fantastic. And, right, so we've also got the farmer table here. This is important, this one. Alright, so we actually have... Are they dead? Well, we'll see. So... We've got 2 clues, so it's D6 plus 2, okay? And we've got to see what happens. We obviously, the higher the better. Here we go. 3, 5. The farmers are saved. They sit in one corner, their hands bound, the fear slowly dissipating from their blooded faces. You lead them to their house where they collapse into sleep. Back in town, you receive 30 gold coins reward, and the bards sing your praises. Fantastic. 30 gold. There we are, 30 in the gold coin. We get some XP over here, 580 XP, which brings me up to 520 on the XP front. We roll on the pouch table too as well. Hey Matthew, how you doing? Happy Halloween. Ah, thanks, man. Ah, cheers. Right, so pouch table 2. Let's quickly do that. what else do we find? So we quickly search the body before we take the farmers back into their place. And pouch table 2. 2d6, 5. There are 2d6 plus 5 silver coins in the pouch. So 10 silver coins. And there's one other table here to roll on. And SOBT 2, which is in the book here. Here we go. 8. The item is a long bone. It's bound in hemp string and marked with teeth and marks. If you snap this bone before combat starts, the enemy slows and has -1 shift. Okay. Make a little note of that. Nice. I did the XP. Thanks, Jeff. Awesome. Okay. So, let's do a quick recap here. We had some husk mannequins over this side of the map. We fought those and we came across here as a trap and we saw some visions and we got an idea about this creature, this person dressed in hemp, and that turns out it was the Rose Master. As we went on, we encountered a den of razor hairs and we fought those guys over there. That was pretty straightforward and they didn't chip away at us enough as we came through, and yeah, we did cut it slightly short, but so we can fit it all in, we faced the Rose Master, and boy, what an ending. Axe in the chest, punch to the jaw, stamp on the head, dead. Rose Master gone. That, I hope you agree, is an epic ending. Never actually used the magic bane after all that. I didn't in the end, did I? No, I got 4 fear points. I probably could have gone up to like 7 if I'd done a couple of things, but we didn't. Thank you, Kara. Yep, no screaming heads. There you go. Fantastic. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got a vibe of the new expansion. I hope that was Halloweeny enough for people, and kind of you got that vibe. It's a scary place to go. The Corn. It really is scary. I mean, if you'd seen David's face on the photograph on the Facebook page, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, this is that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing that. So that's half the goal, isn't it? You can have fun, make a nice map, and I'll write that up. Maybe put it on the Facebook page. We'll see how fixed I am. Yeah, so that's it for this evening, guys. I hope you found that fun, interesting. If you've got any questions, send them directly to me. Thanks, Recluse, and good stuff. Don't forget, this is available. No problem, Christopher. Thank you for being here. This is available on our website, drgames.co.uk, DrivethruRPG, and on Itchio. So it's only available in digital format. It may well be available in a physical format sometime in the future, but not in the foreseeable future. It is there for you guys to print out. It's 32 pages, so it's not very long. And there are some really good examples on the Facebook page about how to do that and what it looks like. So, guys, I hope you found that good and interesting. And thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Nigel. Thanks for being here, guys. I love the banter. I love all that stuff. It feeds into what I'm doing and it gives me ideas and it's fun. So, guys, yes, Mark, I will. Phase 4 for Alien Sanctuary, I'm finishing tomorrow, so I'm going to send it through to you guys to have a look at, if that's okay. Good night, guys. Take care, and I will catch up with you very soon.